Hey guys, today I wanted to do a first impressions try-on review video of the Danessa Myricks foundation. So this is a Vision Cream Cover Foundation. I picked up 3 shades and I got this at camerareadycosmetics.com. I love that website. They have everything that you could ever want as a professional or just a consumer of beauty products. This foundation is supposed to be like a full coverage foundation that is hydrating. It's supposed to correct uneven skin texture and tone. It is also vegan, cruelty-free. It has vitamin E in it. And it's supposed to be formulated with low density hydrating ingredients that inspire high impact pigment with featherweight texture. So essentially a full coverage foundation, but one that doesn't feel like full coverage and one that doesn't enhance texture. So I'm pumped to try this right now. I'm super excited. So I bought 3 shades because I wasn't sure which shade I was going to be, and they are $28 each, but it is only about half an ounce. It's 0.53 ounce. So they're a little bit smaller, but I think essentially you're supposed to be able to use less because it's so full coverage. So I picked up the shades N04, N05, and N06, and we're gonna do a little color matching. Before we do that, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do half my face with a sponge and then the other half of my face with a brush. And I'm gonna try to keep the rest of my face makeup and everything like very, like basically what I do every day, so I can tell like how it performs. The primer that I use pretty much every day is the Tarte BB Tinted Primer. It has a little bit of color in it, but I'm gonna try to use a small amount of this product so that we can actually see like the full coverage effect of the foundation by itself. I just don't wanna use a different primer because this is what I use every day, so I don't want it to like alter the effects of the actual foundation. So let's start by matching my shade. I'm gonna zoom you guys in a little bit. This is the N04 color. Get it in my hair. Perfect. I'm gonna do the N05 color. And I am gonna try to match like my chest and neck, which is a little bit darker than my face right now, because I was actually out in the sun last week, so that's exciting. And then we're gonna try the N06, which is this guy. Okay, that's definitely way too dark. All right, so you can see all 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna go with 5 today because, which is the middle one. I feel like that's gonna match my tan the best. I'm going to start my face by taking a little bit of the primer. Again, this is the Tarte BB Tinted Primer. I use the shade medium. I'm only going to take like a tiny little pea-sized amount of it. I just want it to kind of like fill in pores and stuff in the center of my face. All right, then we're going to go straight in with the foundation. I'm going to do probably this side with a sponge. Well, yeah, I'll do this side with a sponge, and then I'll do this side with a brush. This side's probably a little like more unfair because it has more acne on it versus this side, but I still have a decent amount, so it'll work out. And so that's 1 pump. I'm gonna take a little bit, do a couple dots. I'm gonna take my little sponge. This is just an Ultra sponge. Any sponge will do. Wow, that's probably too much product. Alright, so this is like full coverage. Like when they said full coverage, they were not kidding. That covered everything in like a second, like very quickly. I did not need a lot of product. I didn't need a lot of blending. I'm literally just tapping it on and it's blending like perfectly. Alright, so you guys can see the difference. Not done. Wow, that looks really good, honestly. I'm very impressed. I have leftover product on my hand, so I'm not gonna put too much more on, but I'm gonna do like a half a pump because you really don't need that much, and I probably use too much either way. All right, so I'm gonna take a little dabs and apply that. We're gonna use this Hourglass Doesn't say what it is, but it's this little brush. I like it. It's nice. I don't really use brush a lot, but it'll work. Some people are brush fans, so I figured to show how it works. I mean, it's blending out really nicely. I just prefer a sponge, I think. It's just easier for me. It also says you can use it as a concealer, so I'm going to take it a little under my eyes. Although I probably should have used a lighter shade for this, it's fine. This is full, the fullest coverage I've ever experienced in my entire life, actually. But it's not like a gross full coverage. Like one time I tried that Marc Jacobs full coverage and I hated it. I looked like I was 80 years old. This looks really good. Like I look flawless right now. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more so you can see. This is the sponge side. I mean, I have like acne going on over there, so it's a little bit, you know, a little unfair, but that's what's happening. And this is the brush side. I don't really see a difference, do you? All right, so I'm loving how this looks right now. I think it looks beautiful. It looks flawless. I look like full coverage. It looks good under my eyes. It's a little creasy, I think, just because like it is like a thicker foundation. But I mean, my eyes crease anyway, so I can't really blame it. I don't really see a difference between the brush side and the sponge side. If anything, well, actually, there's really no, honestly, there's no difference. Like the sponge applied it in like less than a minute. The brush applied it in same idea, like less than a minute, like very easy, very quick. I'm a little worried about like oils coming through because it is a little slightly like a glowy, naturally texture. And I have pretty oily skin, so that will be my biggest concern and my biggest like takeaway from all this probably. But other than that, I mean, I think it looks really, really good. Like, I love it. All right, let's finish off my face just like again how I normally would finish off my face so it doesn't like confuse anything or like mess any of the products up. Yeah, I really like it. I have nothing negative to say like at all. Okay, so my normal next step is to take just a powder. I usually use this powder. It's the Smooth Operator from Tarte in the shade Light. Sometimes I'll use medium. I mean, honestly, like it's so sheer that it doesn't really matter. But I just like to set my T-zone with this. So I just go right on top of my chin usually, around my nose, on my nose, pretty much everywhere, honestly. Who am I kidding? Right in between my eyebrows, on my forehead. I'll take a little bit like on my cheeks just to make sure everything is melted in. All right, the next thing I usually do is contour my face. So I'm taking Pro Glow palette from Tarte and I am using this little like contouring brush. You could probably get this on the Tarte website, I assume, but I don't know, I've had it for a little while. I'm gonna take it right here. Bronzer. This is Laura Mercier Warm Bronze. It's their loose bronzer. And since I'm tan, I can go back to using this, thank God. When I'm pale, it's a little too dark, I think. I'm gonna take a little bit of blush. This is MAC Koi Girl. I don't even know if they still make this anymore. I like never ever shop MAC, but I just like this blush. It's fun in the summertime. That's pretty much it for my like actual like foundation face routine. I'm gonna do my eyes and a little mascara and brows off camera. I will come back to show you the finished look. Hey guys. Oh, I heard you said hi. We already know we're here. Anyways, hi again. I just finished off my face makeup. I literally just put on a little shadow, filled my brows in, mascara, and a lip. In case you were wondering, because I'm sure I'm going to get lots of questions, on my eyes is literally like 2 colors and they're single shadows from Tarte. This is my little Tarte palette of single shadows, which are new and they're all metallic. They're super pretty. It is this color called Exposed, and then I also popped this color Pin Up just in the inner corners. And then I added a couple coats of mascara. And then this is just one of these guys. This this little lip rescue from Tarte in the color Rose. Anyways, I figured I would just walk you through that really fast. It took me like 5 minutes, well maybe 10 minutes because I was like dilly-dallying, but yes. So foundation, let's zoom in so you can see it better. I mean, I think it looks really good. Like, I'm very impressed with it. You saw my skin before, it was not good. Like, I'm breaking out like crazy. I don't know what's going on. I have like freckles from the sun going on right here, and I mean, it covers them in a good way, but it doesn't cover them in like a fake way, which I appreciate. I mean, it just looks smooth and like hydrated, but not too shiny because I am oily. Yeah, my forehead looks nice and smooth. I feel like I'm getting some wrinkles up there, but that's life, I guess. I don't know. Happens. All right, so that is all for this portion of the video. I am going to do some people's makeup for a wedding that they're attending today. So I have like kind of a long drive there, a long drive back. I'll probably hang out with my friend later. It's gonna be a busy day. I don't know when I'm gonna be able to come back here. Probably won't be able to come back here until like the nighttime when it's dark out. So we will see how it holds up. I don't know, my face kind of eats makeup. Like, I just am prone to like eating it. It's weird, but yes, I will see you guys soon. Hey guys, so I am back from a long day. I put my makeup on at about probably like 10ish this morning, and it is now after 8. It's about 8:15 right now. I really like this foundation, but I definitely think that it's best for normal to dry skin. I actually think it looks really good right now considering how long of a day I've had, but I'm very, very, very shiny. The pros of this foundation is that it's full coverage. Like, you see nothing. Even my mom was like, wow, your skin looks amazing. She was like, I thought you were breaking out. And I'm like, I am. Full coverage, not cakey, blends like a dream, just like applies beautifully. I give it 2 thumbs up for normal to dry skin. I give it 1 thumb up for oily skin. I'm clearly very shiny, but that's nothing that a little touch-up can't fix. I get shiny with any foundation, so I'm not like that surprised, honestly. And it's a very emollient foundation, so I'm like really not surprised. But I really like it. It looks good. It lasted a decent amount of time. It was like humid out today. It was hot. I did wedding makeup today, so like it was a day. It was a day. Another thing I wanted to do before I leave you guys off is show you guys how it performs when I go to touch it up, right? So this is with no touch up. So what I'm gonna do is show you what I would do is as if I was like going out, or like say my friend called and she's like, hey, let's grab dinner right now, like what I would do to kind of like fix myself up if I really cared how I looked. So I'm going to take you through those steps, super easy, because I want to see how it kind of layers on top of each other, on top of itself really. But I'm going to go with the foundation, a little bit more product, because this is again what I would normally do with like my favorite foundations. And I actually really liked how it performed under my eyes. I think I like it similar to like how much I like Shape Tape concealer from Tarte, which is a lot. I like that concealer a lot. So I'm just gonna go right in and literally just build it on top of itself and make sure it doesn't cake or crease. Because this is exactly what I would do if I came home and a friend texted me and was like, hey, let's grab dinner, or let's go grab a drink. But I'm really not doing anything tonight. I just wanted to see how it performed if I was going to do that. Does that make sense? Is this a good idea? Let me know. Definitely applying really well on top of itself. Let's zoom in. Yeah, my skin looks like butter. It looks so creamy and smooth. I just wish it was a little more matte, but that's just personal preference. I just picked that pimple, so that doesn't really count. I know it's showing through a little bit, but it was covered until I went after it. Chin looks pretty good. Around the mouth looks decent. The next thing I would normally do if I were touching up and going somewhere is to take a powder. This is just the powder that I used earlier in the day. And I would just go right in this area to reduce the shine. Clearly Shine was just the biggest offender today. The foundation lasted beautifully and looked really pretty all day. It was just, I got really pretty shiny. So that's why I was saying I would give it 2 thumbs up for someone who's normal dry and 1 thumb up for oily, because I'm thinking maybe with a really good mattifying primer and a little touch up of powder throughout the day, this could be an amazing foundation for everybody, which is great. The next thing I would do for touching up is take a little bit of bronzer. I'm just gonna grab my Tarte Parquet Princess. See how it lays on top of that. Actually, it lays on perfectly. If only my hair looked as good as it did this morning. But I mean, you can see that like a quick little makeup touch up can take your makeup from like shiny and like just needs to take it off to like pretty perfect. Yeah, I mean, this cheek was not good, you guys. This was not good this morning. It didn't look good. And now it looks good. I mean, it's still glowy and stuff, even though I just kind of set it with a little bit of powder, but I kind of like that. I really love this foundation, you guys. I mean, I am very excited about it. I think I even like it enough to actually carry it in my kit for brides and stuff because it looks so good. I don't think I mentioned this before, but it's actually created, this whole brand was created by a makeup artist, which is really cool. So I think that's why it performs so well, is because she knows like literally what she's doing. But I mean, I have never tried a better full coverage foundation, like I'm talking like true full coverage. Like I've tried a couple full coverage foundations, but they're all very cakey and they make me look like I'm 80 years old, like not good. But this is like the truest, like full impactful coverage foundation that actually looks good throughout the day. Yes, I got pretty shiny, but my skin's very oily. Like that's just me. I'm going to try it again with maybe like a really good mattifying primer and then take a little compacted powder to like set throughout the day, but I think it will be perfect. I mean, you could see it layered on top of what I already had going on beautifully. Under my eyes, actually like very impressed with the under my eyes, and I hate everything except for Tarte Shape Tape under my eyes because they're very they're a little textured under there. So I mean, honestly, like I'd use this as a concealer. The color range is great. It goes really deep and it goes pretty pale. So I mean, you have that going for you. The price is a little high, but I don't think it's like outrageous at all. It's $28, but you only get half an ounce. So I mean, if you do the math, like it's the same as like say if this was like a full-size foundation or a 1 ounce foundation, it would be the same as like say a Dior foundation or something. But honestly, like I don't know, what do you guys think? I think it performed impeccably. I'm highly impressed with it. I'm really excited. So I would love to hear your opinions on this. Have you tried it? Do you want to try it? What do you think? If you order on camerareadycosmetics.com, you can get a sample. So you can get like little jars of the foundation colors. I will post a link to the foundation like swatches online that I found that were the most helpful, but you might have to order a couple. It's just hard to buy foundation online. But yes, for reference, I am N05 right now, but I am also decently tan. I went to the beach a couple times last week. I would say normally I'm probably like an N03, maybe an N04, which is the one that I swatched earlier today on my cheek. But yes, I would love to hear your opinions and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.